Hi folks, and welcome back to Reread, where I am rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order, something I suggest no one does, unless you've read it before, I guess. Today I'm going to talk about two of the short stories from Lost Tribe of the Sith, written by John Jackson Miller. They were Precipice and Skyborn. Just to remind you, these were free little e-stories that were put out. And I remember when I did my first review, I said I don't want to come down too hard on these because they were free. And you can't really say that. I mean, sure, they came out in a bound paperback edition, and I bought it, but I already knew what it was. If someone bought it and said, oh man, this is not very good, oh well, I'm sorry you didn't read the free versions out there. And I'm glad that they collected them all in a book of short stories, but rereading them, I thought, well, maybe they were better than what I remembered. And no, not really. This is basically off of a storyline that we get to see way later in the future, if we're talking about, chronological order here, where the Omen and the Harbinger collide and take separate destinies. They were two ships from Naga Shadow's invasion of the Republic, and they never made it. They were important ships because they were bearing important cargo, but they didn't make it. Now, I wondered if this was connected somehow to the golden age of the Sith comic book, because later on we're about to see Naga Shadow's storyline, and I thought, oh, well, maybe these were ships that he mentions in one comic book panel, and I totally forgot that connection, and now they're giving a bigger story around these two ships. No, there's just two ships in his armada that got lost, not really, not even mention the comic book. That's okay though. I was hoping to see that kind of connection there. Of course, the Omen crash lands on a planet where they cannot get off because the ship's so badly damaged, and they're hoping that Naga Shadow is going to save them, rescue them, because they have a lot of expensive crystals that he needs. And they said, well, surely he won't abandon us. He may think that we kind of stole him on our own, but I bet he's going to come looking for us, and they're waiting patiently. And of course, the second part of this is the natives on the planet. They know about these people. They are Skyborn. They are people who are born from the skies. They fell from the skies and whatnot. And so it's their integration or introduction to them and how they got to know these Sith and how these worlds started to mingle. Again, like I said, I know John Jackson Miller was doing some free, ebooks, which I was happy for. I was happy to get the e-stories, but overall, the storyline is just not that good. It's still not that interesting. And since I'm just doing these two, I'll just focus on these two stories. But I didn't feel like after two short stories, and you're looking at about 60 plus pages here, I just didn't feel for any of these people because they're Sith. They're all evil. Why should I care about them? I have the same problem when I reviewed Red Harvest. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on those short stories. I'll see you next time with another episode.